Now on CoastTV News.
A private lane may be forced to get a new name, but some homeowners are fighting back.
Protecting swimmers, a change to the rules at a popular Dewey Beach spot, and the goal? Keep everybody safe.
And we are expecting blustery, breezy conditions on the beach, so don't let that weekend sunshine lull you into a false sense of security.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
A road with no name poses a threat to homeowner safety. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with a private street that commissioners are exploring giving a name once and for all.
The Worcester commissioners discussed the possibility of naming the right now nameless road off of South Point Road after concerns of first responders' ability to locate the homes there in emergencies. Coast TV's Kevin Zappé shows us why some homeowners are torn if the change is necessary.
A homeowner, Stephen Arthur, who lives on the nameless street in Berlin, thinks adding a name to the road is a no-brainer.
The fire department, if there's ever something serious that needs to go down, that's probably, if they're not familiar, they're going to pass it. So I think it'd definitely be a good idea for everybody to name it. Why not?
Last fall, the Ocean City and Berlin Fire Company responded to a call on this road regarding a fire, and they had trouble finding the right location. But some neighbors brought up to the Worcester County Commissioners that adding an entirely new street name would mean the hassle of having new addresses. I talked to one homeowner who didn't want to appear on camera, but told me that with the technology today, they should be able to find houses with just a number on them. Commissioners are open to the idea of every house displaying their numbers clearly indicating their homes, and this wouldn't require people's addresses to be changed. But there's one problem. Although the commissioner wants to work with the homeowners, not naming this road would be a violation to the county's code. The county code currently requires private lanes with more than 3 houses to be named, and this private lane has 8 homes. While the commissioners continue to discuss on whether or not to add a name to the road or adjust the county code, all Arthur wants is for people to find his home more easily.
For whenever I tell my friends to come over, and I send them the address, that they're always driving down all the way to the boat ramp. They can never find it.
Finding a solution to both the needs and convenience of homeowners alike. I'm Kevin Zappé in Berlin, Coast TV News.
You learn something new every day. That's an interesting story. New out of Cape Henlopen School District, we did a lot of reporting on that failed referendum back on March 26th. Well, now school officials have scheduled a new meeting for next week with a possible vote on a May referendum on the agenda. We don't yet know what the new school package would look like, but this is what was voted down last go round. A tax rate increase of 55 cents per $100 of assessed property value, and that would have gone to an indoor pool, new district office and transportation facility on 102 acres off of Cedar Grove Road, and safety and security expenses. The school board meeting will be held on April 11th at Love Creek Elementary. This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what would you change that would get your vote on this Cape referendum?
Let's take a look at the results. So far, a large majority, not large actually, this has changed now. No pool is tied with cheaper property purpose, but I looked just before our broadcast and it was no pool was still the majority there. A lot of voters have told us that's what made them say no to that.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on it, see if it changes between now and 6 o'clock. You can go vote at coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
Did you feel anything this morning? A 4.8 earthquake struck the East Coast with the center near the White House Station area of New Jersey. That was the epicenter. Take a look at this. You can see the UN headquarters in New York City, where debate was briefly held up as the room shook. You see that there? That's not the camera. The tremor could be felt across the East Coast, even including areas near Newcastle County, Delaware. We spoke to people up there who said some TVs shook, beds shook, furniture kind of got a little wobbly there. Good news, though, no initial reports of major damage.
Always the most important part. We're taking a live look into Dover right now. While that's a gorgeous picture, it is ominous as well. So let's find out what's going on with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams.
I would say those clouds are a whole lot of bark and a teeny tiny bit of bite, because we're looking at a couple of sprinkles that are pushing across for this evening, but not looking forward to any major downpour. So a bit of good news there. Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City. We're looking at overcast conditions there as well, but really a wonderful view of what's happening with the waves as they're being pushed along. And actually, these waves are demonstrating why we're under the small craft advisory, because even though it looks like it's not all that big, those are big waves because people are about that big. Okay, so those are actually some pretty decent waves right now. We will have temperatures falling into the upper 40s for tonight with partly cloudy skies, and it's actually going to clear throughout the late night hours. It's also going to get much cooler. We do have that small craft advisory, as I alluded to earlier, staying in effect until 10 o'clock Saturday along the coast until Saturday at 1 o'clock in some areas. But yeah, we have some sprinkles pushing across for right now, so we're not quite dry, but we're not dealing with dumps of rain either. We'll talk about your weekend forecast and the big time eclipse day. You see that in that QR code in the corner. We'll talk more about that as well, Charlie.
Thank you. Now, not today, but when the weather is nice and on just about any summer day, you'll find a lot of people in the water near Van Dyke Avenue Bayside in Dewey Beach. But people also anchor their boats there while they try to go to nearby restaurants, which is why about 3 years ago, the town decided to rope off 3/4 of the water by the marina and the beach. That was a swimming area. Now this summer, the town is going to extend that swimming area from the bulkhead of the marina to the Lighthouse restaurant. One visitor whose kids enjoy swimming in that area say he's seen the problem firsthand.
Especially in the summertime, the kids like to play here and swim out there. And there are times I've seen jet skis and boats come in a little bit too close, and it's been concerning.
The town says on weekends during the summer, about 100 people like to go to the Van Dyke Bayside Beach, so keeping boats further out in the water was a necessary safety decision.
Today, President Joe Biden got his first in-person look at the devastation left behind after that deadly bridge collapse in Maryland. 10 days after a cargo ship crashed into the bridge, causing its collapse and sending 8 workers into the water, killing 6. NBC's Tracy Wilkins has more on the president's promise to the families of those lost and his plans for that all-important port.
From above, tons of twisted submerged wreckage that was once Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge is breathtaking. Today, President Joe Biden got his first in-person look.
Most importantly, to the people of Maryland, I'm here to say your nation has your back, and I mean it.
Maryland's U.S. representatives and Governor Wes Moore joined the president today. Moore says he's thankful for the president's unwavering support.
At around 3 a.m. on the day of the collapse, and every hour since, we've worked hand in hand with this administration.
Today, the president watched as cranes and diving crews worked to reopen one of the nation's critical ports.
We're going to move heaven and earth to rebuild this bridge as rapidly as humanly possible.
At least $200 million worth of cargo, mainly vehicles, moved through this shipping channel a day. The Army Corps of Engineers hopes to provide a limited access channel for container ships by the end of the month, with normal capacity resuming at the end of next month.
And simultaneously, we will go to work on all of the other pieces of bridge and the concrete that is in the river. Over 20,000 tons of steel and over 30,000 tons of concrete that we have to go to work on.
The remains of 2 workers have been recovered so far, with 4 others believed to still be trapped under mangled steel and concrete. Tracy Wilkins, NBC News.
So what are some next steps? Well, $60 million in federal emergency relief funds. They've been released to help support people and businesses impacted by the collapse. Exactly how much it will cost to repair the Key Bridge is not clear yet, but some experts are predicting nearly $500 million and expect the actual construction to take a year and a half to complete.
A blockbuster jobs report today, the U.S. economy adding 303,000 jobs last month. That far surpasses the expectations. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, unemployment fell to 3.8%. The U.S. labor market has remained resilient for months amid elevated interest rates and high inflation. In fact, it's been 39 consecutive months of added jobs, and the unemployment rate has also been below 4% for 26 months in a row. That's the longest streak since the late 1960s.
Coming up, Dewey and Bloom project updates. How many flower boxes are set to decorate the town this spring?
And we have some scattered showers pushing across for this evening, but it's going to be cool over the weekend. And by the way, this weekend's a good time for you to call our weather line at 443-880-9100, sponsored by Baird, Mandelis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Boats, bridal, and belated Easter egg hunts. Stick around for the cool things to do this weekend.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas in the region, with over 30 spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Nearly 30 years ago, Mediacom was founded on a powerful idea: bring cutting-edge broadband to underserved communities. From coast to coast, we connected 850,000 miles of fiber. Our team broke speed barriers, delivered 1 gig speeds to every customer, has led the way in developing a 10G platform, and now with Mediacom Mobile is offering the fastest, most reliable network on the go. Mediacom. Decades of dedication, decades of delivery, decades ahead.
Don't miss the Spring Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, April 6th and 7th. Admission is free, featuring 90 exhibitors from the Delaware Resorts region presenting their home products and services. Saturday from 9 to 4 and Sunday from 10 to 3. Come see a wide array of home products and service companies, home improvement, realtors, and builders, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors will be giving away free gifts and prizes, and ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Spring Home Expo, April 6th and 7th at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Happy first weekend of April, Delmarva. From boutiques to breweries, there are tons of options for how to spend your time.
Let's check in with Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner for the cool things to do.
I know Easter was this past Sunday, but 2 events have hopped to this Saturday for belated egg hunts. The Western Sussex Boys and Girls Club will be hosting one from 3 to 4 p.m. And the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce says the Easter Bunny will be leaving eggs at Revelation Craft Brewery, where there will also be face painting, story time, free cotton candy, kids train rides, and more, all from noon to 2. Going Gumbo, Rehoboth Beach Main Street and the Purple Parrot are hosting the Gumbo Crawl from noon to 4 Saturday. Check the map to see locations you can stop at. Get an up-close view of a mail truck and meet the Lewis Public Library's mail carrier Saturday morning. Learn about other community trucks from the people who drive them. The Wild Card concert is Saturday at 2 p.m. at Bethel United Methodist Church. It features pianist Michael Stephen Brown and cellist Nicholas Kanalakis. The Lewis Historical Society celebrated a completely restored U.S. life-saving station boathouse this week. The museum is now open weekly, Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 4. Donate jeans and receive store credit during the Women's Z Club and Blooming Boutique's Denim Buyback Donation event. It runs through April 15th at Lewis, Longneck, and Milford locations. The Milford Museum will host the premiere of a film all about Milford history. The 302 Productions documentary highlights the struggle the city faced when integrating students in 1954. It premieres at the Milford Library Saturday at 1 p.m. Say cheese! You can dine and donate at Fondue in Milford on Thursday, April 11th. 10% of all sales will be going to programs and services offered by Kent Sussex Industries. The nonprofit helps people with disabilities and provides them with job opportunities. Say yes to the Ocean City Luxury Wedding Expo. It's at a shore resort and beach club on Sunday with over 30 vendors. According to organizers, engaged couples have an opportunity to win a grand prize. Sandals Bridal is offering $1,000 off a wedding gown. Pet vendors and adorable adoptable dogs are coming to Dewey Beer Company in Harbison Saturday. Pups and Pints is hosted by the Parker Group, who will be waiving adoption fees. April is National Pickleball Month. Dogfish Head is hosting the Pickle Brawl and transforming its parking lots into courts Saturday. Pickleball spots are all sold out, but the brewery promises pickle-centric food and drinks. That's 2 events to celebrate National Beer Day early. It falls on Sunday. By the way, full disclosure, a member of the board of Coast TV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
What I like about working at Avery Hall is helping our clients, not just with their insurance needs, but also being a resource to them, tailor their insurance needs to protect their business, help them grow. The greatest feedback I've gotten from my clients is transparency and integrity. To work for a company so involved in the community obviously means a lot. We've been around for 95 years, and the original Avery Hall wanted us very involved, and that's a culture we just stick to. I'm Shane Ray. I'm an account executive here at Avery Hall Insurance.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Eclipse Survival Guide.
Heading south for the eclipse.
Lessons learned from the last time.
Do not drive on eclipse day. Don't do it.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. My client was on a ladder at work, fell off, and got injured. I helped him bring a workers' comp claim. We got his medical expenses covered, lost wages paid, and even got him a large cash settlement for his permanent functional impairment. If you've been injured in a work accident, give me a call. Let me see if I can help you too. Tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
I guess a good way to kind of personify today's forecast is don't let these sprinkles spook you too much, okay? We're going to stay pretty cloudy most of the night, and we may have a passing sprinkle or two, but overall, we're going to at least sashay away from most opportunities for any kind of heavy shower activity. Our Tyndall casual furniture camera in Laurel, we're at 49 degrees currently, and we'll drop to about 45 by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Not calling for a tremendous amount of rain, but a few sprinkles, that's still in the cards for us. You can see most of the sprinkles and stuff with this line of scattered rain is falling quickly to the south right now over portions of Ocean City, Salisbury, throughout the southwest portions of the county, and it's going to continue to fall to the south. This is by no stretch of the imagination heavy shower activity, but it's enough to make you go, okay, maybe I need to just take a ball cap if I'm going to be outside for tonight, like in the next hour or so. Small craft advisory, watching out for breezy conditions for Saturday until Saturday at 10, and then Saturday till 5 o'clock from Ocean City all the way down. The winds are pretty much our biggest feature for this weekend that we're going to have to watch out for, because that's going to make a good looking day not feel so great. Generally speaking, we're looking at that flow of rain for today, staying relatively light with not much in the horizon, but it's part of that same pendulum deal that's been happening over the last 48-hour period. Here's a look at the temps, 48, 50, right in that range. You combine that with the winds out of the northwest, so that's not a friendly wind, between, let's say, 6 to up to, let's say, 10 mile per hour winds. And so it feels like 46 in Lewis, Milton, Redding, Greenwood, okay? It feels a little bit cooler than what it actually is. Now, but it feels like that's going to be our big concern over the weekend. I'm going to do a spoiler alert real quick. Listen, it's going to feel like 34 Saturday morning, It's going to feel like 34 Sunday morning, and it's going to feel like 35 Monday morning. So for the next 3 mornings, bundle up. It's going to look like a warm day. Step out there if you want to without being properly prepared. Mother Nature will get you to go back in the house and get your jacket. Now, as far as the actual temperatures, we're looking at the air temperature going up to about 53 degrees, maybe even 55 in some areas. But notice the winds are out of the northwest at 14 miles per hour. So that's not a comfortable feel, okay? The winds are out of the northwest for Saturday morning, temperatures in the 30s. We'll see a couple of sprinkles trying to pepper the scene for Saturday, but not that big a deal. Sunday into the 30s again with the winds pouring directly out of the north. Sunday afternoon, we're looking at temperatures climbing to about the mid-50s. Going to feel slightly better, but not by much. But the wind gust, let's talk about that. Out of the northwest for tonight at about 17 miles per hour. But for Saturday, we pick up momentum at the 30 miles per hour. Remember, the winds are the problem this weekend, not the sky conditions or even the few sprinkles that we're expecting. Sunday, the winds are out of the north. And we're still at about 29 miles per hour, so it's still not going to be comfortable. By the way, if you're sneezing and wheezing, it's because of the trees. We have high levels of that, and the grass is at a low level. Not much in the way of weeds we're picking up for right now. Your 3-day beach forecast, you'll notice we go from 57 Saturday and Sunday up to 59 in Wallops Island. 55 to 53 for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for Assateague. We go up a little bit farther, and you'll notice in Ocean City, we're looking at 53 for Sunday and Monday, but not much of a change. And we're going to stay in the 50s for Dewey Beach and for Cape Henlopen with partly sunny skies. And for Monday, partly cloudy skies. We're still going to see our eclipse, which, by the way, just 3 days away. Yay! Okay, I'm a geek, but that happens when you go into weather. Sometimes you're the geek of the staff, and that's me. So we're looking at 80, possibly up 90% for the path of the eclipse. And we have a special that's going to be here on NBC as well. So stick around. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, this solar eclipse QR code, this is not a generalized thing of everybody. This is showing you how it's going to affect us right here in Delmarva, specifically for us. So that's why you want to go ahead and scan that. Tonight, 36, clearing out, cooling off. Tomorrow, a frosty feeling in the morning time, but then cloudy in the afternoon, 54. Now, Sunday's going to have a chilly start, but it'll have a little bit of a milder finish because the winds are going to back down. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. This is our Geek Day. Okay, and the weekend's 54, but Monday's 63, and we're going to be able to see the eclipse.
Well, if you're as excited as Paul. On Monday, April 8th, we're going to have live coverage with NBC News of the eclipse beginning at 2 p.m. Lester Holt, he's going to anchor the 2-hour special, Total Eclipse 2024. It's going to feature over a dozen reporters from all over the U.S. And again, live coverage, it starts on Monday at 2.
Here's a new update on Dewey in Bloom. The town says there will be at least 28 planter boxes for flowers that will be placed throughout town. Volunteers are currently being assigned to help take care of the plants through the spring and summer season. On May 4th, volunteers will begin placing boxes throughout town and planting those colorful flowers.
Flooding on Delmarva, always a big topic. That's why several Maryland state agencies are coming together to host 2 events during April, which happens to be the state's Flood Awareness Month. Good timing. Both events will be virtual. The first event will offer people the chance to learn about how Maryland communities can prepare for flooding. This one is going to take place April 18th at noon. The second session, that's going to give people the chance to ask any questions that they might have about flooding, and that takes place at 6 p.m., also on April 18th.
Still ahead, when you can take advantage of DMV on-the-go services in Seaford specifically. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Johnny Janosic has had some pretty big sales over the years, but this one is off the charts. It all starts with Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices. Then take an additional 10% off that, plus 0% APR for 12 months with no money down. Get this 4-piece sectional just $1899.95, or this power reclining swivel glider only $799.95. These savings are off the charts, but they're for a limited time only at Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
For decades, John B. Parsons has been a sanctuary tailored to the needs of its residents. We are excited to now bring the same award-winning care to your home with Harrison Health at Home. Our family of experienced caregivers can help you maintain your independence in the comfort of your own home. Or, following an incident, our Bridge to Home program can help you with a temporary assisted living stay and personalized transition plan to get you back home. Harrison Senior Living, our family taking care of yours for 50 years.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Here's some news across Delmarva. The DMV on the Go trailer now in its third season, and that's where you can go to get some of those DMV services like address changes on your license, but not everything. If you live in Seaford, make this note. You can check out on the services now through October each Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2. It's at the Big Lots Plaza on Normal Eskridge Highway.
Here's an update on patching and paving over in Ocean Pines. The town says crews are set to finish prep work next week, with paving starting April 15th, weather permitting. 8 streets in total will be worked on. Some are Battersea Road, Canal Road, and Deerfield Court. The town says there will be crews on site to direct traffic. We'll be right back.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas in the region, with over 30 spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
Are restless nights stealing your dreams? Your better night's sleep starts at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World, your one-stop mattress superstore with the area's largest selection. For a limited time, save up to 50% on floor sample closeouts from the best brands like Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest Black, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Plus, get free same-day mattress delivery. Say goodbye to restless nights and hello to uninterrupted sleep. Shop Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
Here at Delaware Electric Cooperative, we don't have customers, we have members. Those we power own the cooperative and are entitled to all of its profits. Because we're a not-for-profit, we are focused on service. That's why our electric rates are the lowest in the region and why our employee family continues to achieve record reliability. Like the farmers who founded our co-op in the 1930s, we believe everyone is entitled to quality electric service. Member built, member owned. That's the DEC difference.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Waikamaco Civic Center in Salisbury. Visit hottubmd.com.
Our gutter helmet camera, overcast with the sprinkles trying to take our cameras out of focus. We're at 50 degrees with winds out of the north, and we're looking for it to fall into the mid-40s, rather, by the 9 o'clock hour. Here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Saturday and Sunday, cool starts to the days, but that's okay. We'll warm up by Monday and enjoy the eclipse, and then Tuesday's going to feel like things should be.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight on Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.